Well, everyone, we've got some Twista, and in a lot of ways, I feel like this record breaks ground, even though it could have been more effective. So, with this release, Twista, I think he was just going for a compact album. There wasn't really a lot of presentation to it. Just came out and doesn't have a concept, doesn't really have a story behind it. This is a pure Capitol album that you get. So the big thing to it is the songs on here are the unexpected ones. So if you notice, like when I reviewed category F5, the ones that I liked were songs like Fire and Billionaire and those type songs, Walking on Ice. The features on here, you're not going to find Busta Rhymes and Gucci Mane and Lil Boozy on this one, but they do still, I mean, Twista proves that he can make songs without features. And so that I was proud of that, and I found that the most exciting songs out of 11 songs that I liked on here were the ones that were the hard-hitting ones. So in a lot of ways, you're going to find that, of course, he can still make songs like Wetter, but there's only there's just not enough room for everything on here, so we do get some kind of fights for space. So there's 3 lady songs. I only liked one of them, and it's one, the Chris Brown song, Make a Movie. This is what usually gets Twista his fans. It's unfortunate that he can't quite nail a radio song like Drake or Wiz Khalifa or that sort, but I think his charting days are long gone. So, but that doesn't mean that this album is bad. So you can think that there's not an effective amount of songs. There's a good 6 songs out of 11 that are sheer. So, can you smoke to this? And I guess I could talk about Twista a little bit more. I mean, this was at a point in his career where he was realizing that he may not be, on a major label. And so, in 2010, tides were starting to change. That was about the year where things kind of took a new direction. We said hello to Yellow Wolf and Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean and all these other people, but still, this is a record that I feel probably can hold strong even today, and that's one of the main reasons why it got reviewed. So, can you smoke to this? Darkness, Up to Speed, I Do. These are great smoking songs. Another one would be Hands Up, Lay Down. All of these really work extremely well. I think you're going to be finding yourself wanting more of Twista. That's the thing, is it's over, I think, in about 35-40 minutes. And, if you got 5 songs that are hard-hitting, you got 3 songs for women, and then you've got another 3, well, actually probably 4 songs for women. That'd be 9, and then 3-Minute Murder and Cocaine. So you just got some extra stuff, but we'll get to that. So the production, all of the songs that I mentioned you can smoke to are worthwhile, and in addition to that, probably the song we'll just go to the unheard songs. So the unheard songs are the ones that you might not have heard and probably need to take a look at. First 3 songs on this album, or first 4 songs, are all hits. Darkness, Up to Speed, Make a Movie, I Do, all of these are songs that hit you, make a movies for the women, and these are all good moments. It catches the crowd. Back to the Basics is another one that's pretty good. That's got a pretty mean beat. And then Hands Up, Lay Down has Waka Flocka on there, which at the time that was a good look. It's a nice collaboration that you may not have expected. So the way that these songs work is that they feel as if at nighttime they would be rather good to play, but also I felt as if some of these could probably make it in the club, but it also seems that in other places they're going to work. So this is pretty much halfway a going out album, which the fact that he did this is different just because normally it's more about just relaxed records. Most people take, they give it to you in doses rather than in whole helpings. And so the problem with it is you're constantly wanting more of what the best parts of the album are. And so luckily there are 5 songs to do that. And I didn't like too many of the songs for women, but there are 3 additional ones: 2012, Sweating, and Call the Police. But I couldn't really get into the hooks. The closest one would be Sweatin'. That one is about the slickest one on there. So, which I'm not going to call it an almost song, but that's pretty much a close one. So, what we're left with is, Cocaine and 3 Minute Murder, and it felt like 3 Minute Murder was just a freestyle or something. So I don't want to consider that a song as much, but Cocaine, that song didn't fit that well. I didn't like the beat on that one. It has Yo Gotti on there, and he was kind of boiling at that point, but the thing is it just was the wrong platform for a song to come up. The Waka song is a lot better, and yeah, you're just gonna find that it's real hard knuckle stuff. This is a good look for Twista. I almost like this better than Category F5. I mean, the songs, he was still kind of commercial the year before, which is the only difference. Is just that he lost some of his probably, I'm trying to look for the right word. He lost some of his scope that between this time, but the quality didn't. If he proves that he can still make the song, so that's what matters. So the score, because I like 6 out of 11, I'm gonna give this a 6.5. And yeah, I mean, there's only 5 songs I didn't like, and that's still 1 song away from being half. So it's, these songs are really good. So that's the reason why it gets a 6.5. If it just had 2 more songs, I'd probably give it like an 8.5 or something. But the future, I'm gonna say Twista dropped an album in 2014, and the social score, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 or a 4. I'm trying to decide. I'll give it a 3.5 social, just because a lot of these songs are gonna hit, but Twista's not very catchy to a lot of audiences. And this album just is not the one to start with for the record. People may make a movie, but if they're not in a softer mood, it's not going to work. And some of these are just really hardcore rap songs. So, it's not the album to get, like I said, to go to first for Twista. So, can it be topped? Yes. But this is still solid look. You need to listen to every song that I mentioned. So I give this album a 6.5 out of 10 and a 3.5 social. Subscribe for more fun.